How do we pronounce these words? So the correct pronunciation, let's check if you got it right. Rough, tough, enough. So they all have a similar sound at the end. It sounds like uff. Rough, tough, enough. Let's have a look at our next set of words. We have these. So let's check if you got it correct. Bought, thought. So a different sound from our initial set. So first of all we had rough, tough, and enough. And now we have bought and thought. Now in English there are always exceptions to every rule, as I'm sure you've noticed. So if you remember, our first three words were rough, tough, and enough. Here is an exception. How do we pronounce this? Through. I hope you got it correct. Through. And here's an exception to our second words, bought, thought, and drought. So we have bought, thought, drought. And we have one more word, another exception. Okay, this one, I know a lot of people struggle with it. This one is although. It sounds similar to also, although. Let's move on to our section, pronouncing regular verbs with ed. So we've changed the regular verbs to the past simple and we add ed. So if we have a look at these words, what's the trick? How do we know how to pronounce it? A lot of students do find this difficult. It does improve with practice, with time. You will get it right more often. When we look at it carefully, what it comes down to is just a simple trick, actually, that will make a difference in your pronunciation. Let's start with the first ones here, which we have the strong sound. Listen carefully to how I say it. Accepted, concentrated, added, included. So you can hear it's an extra syllable. Accepted, concentrated, added, included. Let's have a look at the soft sounds. There are two columns, soft, soft. Okay, they're very similar when you say them. This is the important one, to differentiate these ones from these two. Okay, listen as I say them. Baked, fetched, helped, approved, breathed, caused, disagreed, enjoyed. So you can hear it's a much softer sound at the end, this ed, compared to this one. Accepted, baked, approved, concentrated, fetched, breathed, added, helped, caused. There's a very simple way of actually knowing. Accept, concentrate, add, include. So without the ed at the end, notice that these words end in a T or a D. So that's what you've got to look for, and that's all you have to look for. When you're reading, practice when you're reading. That's the best way to practice. When you see these words written, have a look. Does the word end in the T or a D sound? If it has that T, accepted is how you say it. Concentrate, concentrated. Add, added. include, included. When you're reading, when you're speaking, think about that. The easiest way to practice is read something aloud. Aloud means so that you can hear yourself. So when you're reading, look for what does the word, main part of the word, end in, the infinitive part. Present simple, I add milk. But past tense, I added milk. We usually include him in our invitations. Present simple, we included him in our invitation. And always remember, just look for the end of the word. T or D, hard sound, strong sound. Everything else, a soft sound. 99.9% of my students pronounce these words incorrectly. So let's go through them and check yourself, see how you do. Our first word is practice, not practice. Everyone says practice, all my students. The word is practice. Okay, short at the end, a small sound, practice. The second word that we have, let's try it now, is item, not item, item. If you talk about the items on the agenda, item. Our third word we have here, many students make a mistake with it. Produce. Many students mix this word up with product. Two different words. Okay. Produce, product. Let's have a look at another word. It's a common mistake. This is the word here. No. Not cano, no. Silent K. This is what we were taught in school many times. Silent K. No. The next word we're going to look at, again, two forms. We have analyze, analyze. And this word here, analysis, analysis. I hope that you did well and you got them all correct. If not, we'll keep practicing. Remember to follow me, because as I said in the beginning, 99.9%, we're going to talk about numbers. So if you want to learn how to pronounce numbers, statistics, percentages, I'll see you next time.